Hello everybody, it's Wendi Wei. Welcome to my channel today. Here I'm gonna do some videos about the introductions and the informations about the game Arknights. It's my first time to do videos like that, so thank you for you guys. Okay, as you see here is all the Chinese version Arknight because I can't find some tools to play in the computer about the global servers, and at the same time in the global version I don't have enough operators to do the introduction. So we'll see from my Chinese version game, and if you have any unclear information you can leave below the video and I will show all my best. Okay, and what I gonna do about the introduction is I gonna compare my two accounts here. The first one, my first account is I do as like most doctors gonna do. Like I use a lot of 6 and 5 stars operators. Some of them is you can get now, but some of them you can get later. But no worries, I will introduce most of them. But another account is another story. In this account, I only use 4-star operators here, as you can see here. I nearly use all of the 4-star operators here, only except the Doberman, because she related to 3-star operators is another story. Right. During my playing like 4-star operators here, I can see some of them is really useful at some special circumstance. Probably I can say it's more useful than 5 or 6-star operators, but some of them is we can say only usable. If you have the superior 5 or 6-star operators, just forget about them. Okay, let's back to the video today. Okay, first of all, we will see there are 4-star operators here till now. We can see the Vigor, the Courier, and the Scavenger. Those three is what you can use at the moment. And another one, the Myrtle, will be in your hands about like in the coming 3 or 4 months. We'll say that later. First of all, we're going to talk about the Scavenger. The Scavenger is a very normal 4-star operator here. We can see the 2 skills she has. The first one is very common, like we put it on the ground every 36 seconds until the level 6. We can get 9 pieces about the cost. And then the second one, every 35 seconds we will get 11 points. At the same time, the damage going up about 36%, which is the skills we use a lot. Compared with that, in the 5-star operators, we can find a very good replacement for her, which is we can see from here the Texas. Okay, we see the Texas. The Texas, we can see the skills. The two skills, they are very similar to Scavenger. The first one, every 38 seconds will get 12 points. And the second one is the advantage about Texas. Here we can see every 40 seconds will gain 11 points. But it's not the important thing. The important thing is every time we use this skill, all the enemies around us will be stubborn by 2 seconds. At the same time, they will be dealt damage about 135% about the art damage as the Texas attack. That was very useful at the beginning of the battle. So, if you have Texas, forget about Scavenger. But if you don't have, Scavenger will be a good supporter at the beginning of your game. Okay, the second one we're gonna talk about is about the Courier. The Courier we can see here. The Courier is the operators we can get him easily because it can get either from the headhound or the credit store. So I say operators that we can get the fully potential easily in the beginning of the game. Okay, let's see some his skill and the numbers here. Compare with the scavenger. Scavenger is more about the attactive vanguard, but the courier is the defensive vanguard. We can see the skills here. In the skill level 7, the first skill is about to get 9 points about the course immediately, and the second one, sometimes we use that, but they really depends. The second one is about to every 33 seconds you can get it by hands, like you can get 3 points about the cost immediately, and during the skill time you can get another 8 points about the skills, and your defense going up by 60%. So we say it's a defensive vanguard. And the gift he has is about like when he block 2 or more enemies at the same time, the defense going up about another 19%. So which means it can take a lot of attack from enemies at the beginning of the game. It's really good. But unfortunately, the courier has another competitors from the 5-star operators, which is the Zimmer. The Zimmers here. As another defective vanguard, Zimmer is far more better than courier. The skill one is kind of similar. Every 38 seconds you will get 12 points battle cost, but the second one just beat courier to the ground. During the skill time, like you can see, it's about the skill time is about 10 seconds. You will get 11 points about the cost. But another thing is a big thing. All the vanguards can get increase about 45% on both of the attack and the defense. And every time they kill the enemy, they will get another 1 point about the cost. So which means if you put more than 1 vanguard in one game, like 2 or 3, because the enemy is coming maybe more than 1. In that circumstance, the Zimmer is a far more better choice than courier. But the negative things about those two operators is their attack points are really low compared to Texas or Scavenger, so it really depends about the map and the enemies coming. Then let's talk about the third vanguard. The name is the Vigna. Okay, the Vigna. The Vigna is a bit of different from the another 2 vanguards we mentioned before, and because we can't get any like DP cost during Vigna's skill, but instead of that we can see the traits here. The trait says obtain 1 DP after this unit defeats an enemy. Refound the original DP cost when retreated. Which means imagine a map that coming with a rush about the dogs or the bugs, we can put Vigna as the first operators to the ground, then try to use her to kill as much as the rushing enemies, then we can get a lot of cost. Instead of that, with the talents here, the talents we call it the field stabbing. The field stabbing after 2 promotions here, it can be very good, which means it says that during the attack we can have 10% each time to make the attack about 110%, and during the skill the percentage will going up to 30%, which means every time you attack an enemy you have 10% to deal the damage more than double, and during the skills the chance gonna be upgrade to 30%. Okay, let's see her skills. The skills there, we can see the first one is a very normal skills about the increase in attack. In the level 3, the attack gonna be increased by 50%. But the second one is a very important skills for Vigna. That's why I make it another 3 upgrade about the skill level. During these skills, the attack interval has been increased a little bit, but the attack gonna be increased by 200%, which means with the help of the second skill and the talents here, the attack by chance gonna be 300%, and it will have 30% of the chance to deal with that, which means we can not only use it as a beginning operators during the game, sometimes we can put it in the middle, or sometimes we need to block some specific enemies from this group and kill it before it attack our operators. Of course, we can find a similar operators from the 5-star, which is the reed. The reed is a very new coming operator, it's probably just a month or 2 months ago. Compared with Vigna, the trace is quite similar, but the thing make a difference to Vigna is about the second skill. I didn't promote it, but we can see it from there. We can see after the first promotion, you will get the reed gonna get the second skill. The second skill is during the skill time, or you can get an increase about the attack by 30%, and each attack will come in with a 15% about the art damage. At the same time, this is important, we can get 1 more extra DP by killing each enemy, which means during the second skill's time, if every enemies we knocking down, we can get 2 DP. Okay, that's the introduction about the first vanguards we can get at the beginning of the game. Then we're gonna move to the fourth one. The fourth one, the Myrtle. The Myrtle you can get in about the coming 3 months probably. Yeah, let's have a look about that. Yeah, the Myrtle. The Myrtle is different. It's very special operators. Because why we say that, because we can see the combo about the traits and the talents here. The trait says during the skill, the Myrtle's block number gonna be reduced to 0, which means during the skill she cannot stop any enemy. But with the help of her talent, the talent says when she was in the ground, all the vanguards can get a life recovery by 28 points per second. Imagine a situation that at the beginning of the game, the rush of dog or bugs seems unstoppable, and you don't have enough place to put medic operators, so you have to put more than 2, like 3 or even 4 vanguards at the same time to stop those rush. Then the Myrtle can give you a lot of time, like to build up your position without putting the medic operators. Right, let's see the Myrtle skills. The 2 skills Myrtles have are all very important and usable, so I put both of them to level 10. We can see the first one. The first one says during the skill, the Myrtle gonna stop attack, and we can get 14 DP codes during the 8 seconds, and every 22 seconds we can get 14. Right, compared with the other 4-star vanguards like Kurus and Scavengers, the cooling time seems like more than 30 seconds, so which means during a similar cooling time, we can get far more DP kills around there. Right, let's see the skill 2. The skill 2 says during the skill time, Myrtle gonna stops attack, and in that time we can get 16 DP points. Yep, it's kind of less than the skill 1, but it's not the important thing. The important thing is during the skill 2, the myrtle gonna random healing the unit around it every second, which equal to the 50% of the attack of it. In that skill, the murder can not only heal the vanguard, it can heal all the operators around it, which gives the chance that we can put some of the operators out of the range of the medic operators, but they can also survive. Okay, that's the brief introduction about the 4-star operators, about the vanguards here. Yes, if I have to say, I would say, when you got those 4 vanguards about 4 stars, the first choice will be the motor. The motor gonna help you to reduce the difficulties most of the time, because it can gain more DP kills in the comparatively short time. Right, and after that I would say Vigna is another good choice, because it's very high attack and the low cost. And about the couriers and the scavenger, I would say if you don't have Texas or Zima, do use them. They will help you to go through the beginning of the game. But since you have the higher stars, like 5 or 6 stars are vanguards, just leave them alone. Right. Okay, thank you for you guys watching the video today. Hope you have a good day and enjoy gaming Arknight. I will see you next time. And you can leave all your comments below the video and tell me what kind of things you want to know from Arknights. I will try my best. Yes, thank you. And the next video gonna be about the I will say probably the guard, or if you like, I will talk about some medic operators as well. Just let me know. Thank you for watching.